I want to make a video. Neighbor breaks out the lawn equipment. So, you know, there's that. Hi. Welcome to the Dollhouse, lovelies. I am your yarn host, Kira. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Wednesday. I have a yarn avalanche about to happen over there. So if you hear something, that's what it is. Today I am going through and I am making all of the small things. I am taking wooden craft rings and making baby teethers. Fully enclosed, washer, dryer. I gotta cut this little string here. But I figured I'd do a quick tutorial for you and let you know how to do it, because I figured it out just by messing around, but maybe if you can't figure it out, I hope this will help. So I will be back after the tutorial. So we're going to be using today a Bernat Handicrafter. You can use any cotton yarn if you're making this for someone who is not a small child. You can use acrylic yarn. I like using cotton when this is for a baby or a toddler. This is Yarnspiration's Bernat Handicrafter. It's 100% cotton. And this is the colorway Candy Sprinkles. This is considered a size 4, but it's not a hefty size 4. It's really not. This particular skein is 1.5 ounces, 42.5 grams, 71 yards, 65 meters for those of you non-Americans. And you need a teether ring. And you can get wooden teether rings, craft rings. Make sure that they are I don't know what to tell you about the right kind of wood. I should have, well, that was loud. That was not a car backfire. Oh yeah, okay. Anyway, you can actually find these listed a lot of places as teether rings for crafts. So, wooden ring. I like to use a 4mm crochet hook. And I have already taken the yarn barf out of this skein. And we're going to start with a simple slip knot. You want to make sure that you leave yourself enough of a tail that you can sew it in. This is the trickiest part. Getting the string from your hook to your ring. What you want to do is hold your yarn behind your ring. When your yarn is on your hook with a slip, put your hook through the ring, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, and pull it through both of those loops. Now your yarn is attached. Now all you're going to do from here is go in through the ring, grab your yarn, grab a loop, and pull it through both. And after you do a couple of these stitches, then your table starts to fold. This is what I get for not using an actual table. After you get a couple of those done, then you can kind of squish them together and tighten them up a little bit. You just squish them together, and you can pull the hook one way and pull the yarn the other way like this to tighten up your yarn and just go through the loop. Pull up your yarn, pull through both. Through. And I don't keep count on this. I just keep going till I don't have enough room, or until the yarn is spaced the way I want. I'll see. Once you get some loops on there, you can squish it together and you will see that you have surrounded the wood loop and you have given yourself a little spine of stitches to work back into. So we're going to keep going and just into the loop, grab your yarn, and pull through both loops. I like to adjust my tension every 2 or 3 stitches just to make sure that I don't have any sag going on. It's easier to do this if you have it all the same tension. Then it's also easier to do your second round. So you want to go in the wooden ring, pull up a loop, and then go through your 2 loops. In the wooden ring, pull up a loop. In the wooden ring, pull up a loop. Readjust my tension. Squish my stitches down. Now, a lot of people, when they're making these as baby teethers, a lot of people just cover half the ring. I myself prefer to cover the whole ring. That's kind of one of those up to you because you're making it kind of things. And you just keep doing the same thing over and over, because that's kind of what crochet is. And this is one of those that you don't have to worry about count. You don't have to worry about number of stitches. You can just kind of zone out and stitch away without having to worry about too much math-wise or thinking-wise. This is a great project to do while you're watching a movie, because once you get the hang of it, you really don't have to pay attention to your hands as much. Now, if you were doing half a ring, you would want to loop this through twice and then pull your tail, and you can just sew your ends right up through that spine there, and you would have a half covered teether. Or yeah, keep going. Now, the one really great thing about these wood and cotton teethers is you can throw them in the washer, or you can throw them in the dishwasher. And they're relatively inexpensive to make. They're relatively simple to make once you get the cast on. They're relatively simple to make. And once you've had an ankle biter gnawing on it for a while, and it tends to get grody, you can throw it in the washer. You can wash it in the sink and then dry it in the sun. You can wash it in the sink and throw it in the dryer. You can wash it in the washer and throw it in the dryer. They're relatively easy to care for. See? And I'm so used to making double crochets. I still try to loop over sometimes. But it's just in the loop. Grab your yarn. Pull through. Just make sure you keep your tension even. And there's really nothing else you have to pay attention to. Because once you get all your stitches on here, then you can straighten them out and get that spine all going in one direction. But it's just going into the wood ring, pulling up a loop, and then pulling through the two on your hook. Easy peasy. I love making these. Now you can do the same thing and use acrylic yarn. And it does make for an awesome fidget toy. You just go through your wooden loop, get your yarn on your hook, pull through your two loops, and I am going to keep going and smushing them together. Because I like to cover the entire wood ring. I'm going to do one more loop on this. And we're going to even out the tension. And what you want to do is on your spine where your stitches are here, you have your knot and you have the V stitch. For the knot right there, you want to go into this V stitch right after the knot. You want to go right under that spine right there. You want to go in right after that knot. And sometimes this one's a little tricky to do. You want to make sure that you get your tail out of the way. Take your yarn, hook it on your loop, drag that through and slip stitch it. And then chain up two. Now what that gives you is a nice little one round there knot. Now you can stop there. You can cut this off. You can pull this tight and you just weave your tails in under that spine right there and you can leave it that way. Or if you want to take it further, do a row of half doubles on it. Now this one I did a row of half doubles, just one in each stitch, and then I did one stitch, one half double, two half doubles, one half double, two half doubles, just to have the expansion a little bit. And that will give you this nice flexible teether. And like I said, if you make these out of acrylic, they work really good as fidget toys for adults too. But ta-da, there you have your three-way. You can either do this, you can do the single row donut, or you can just do half the donut and just leave the other half as the handle. Ta-da! These are all done with the same 4-weight cotton yarn, the same size hook. It just depends on your pattern. This is Brunette Moon Dance, and this one is Lily and Cream Purple Haze. This is Brunette Candy Sprinkles. But yep, easy peasy, chewy teasy. Yay! Ooh, you're way close. You're way close over there. That's better. Hi. Anyway, so now you have a completely covered teether. You can leave it that way, or you can just go and do double crochets all the way around. That spine really helps you get in under those stitches, and you just double stitch your way around till you get back to the beginning, and then slip stitch it back in. So hopefully I have helped and you have learned something, or have at least entertained you. So, baby teethers, easy peasy. If I can do it, you can do it. That's what I tell everybody. If I can do it, you can do it. Just takes patience. Just takes patience. And I'm going to stop doing this now because I can't talk today. So, quick little tutorial for you. And I will be back in another couple days with another new thing. Be good. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Spread kindness like seeds. It's free. And we really do need a lot more out there. Until next time, take care, lovelies.